away from kick. Queensland Reds, our team, up against the New South Wales Waratahs. The annual grudge match is back in Brisbane, and we cannot wait. Just over half an hour away. As always, we like to catch up with the head coach of the St. George Queensland Reds, Richard Graham. And the only man suitable enough for such a mission would be former Reds and Wallabies great, Fletcher Dyson. There with Richard. We'll take a quick break and with more on Reds TV. To iron out those bugs, which is great news. We can catch up with the coach of the St.
That game and glowing that game called 14,000 people turned up to support the team. Support.
Week in Targo Highland, week in that clash.
Yeah, look, I was with a lot of aspects of it. Yeah, disappointed obviously to get the results. We reflect and just. Is
it much talked about
introduction of the other three Australian provinces? But, yeah, you can never go away from the fact that it's this 100. Yeah, a lot of really good emails. It means so much to wishing that tonight.
Well, mate, like spin.
Well, this year, George, Dyson busy and sent him there as well. Fletch, how is it?
Next door to the St. George, work for the St. George
games, as well as some of the local and junior club games as well. Basically, will be a fantastic year. Rugby and also St. George. We've got some.
Chloe, how do the fans get onto the St. George Dragon Wagon?
Sure. Throughout the season, fans to upload a mate to the St. George today. Join the and entered in.
Looks plenty happening here this at halftime as well. Going to be a lot of guys. Love to catch up with St. George, Queensland. Unfortunately, aren't able to take to the field due to injury. We'll be catching up with Quade Cooper very, very soon. Ed O'Donoghue, great to have you up here tonight, mate. That piece of play is going to be boys this evening. How do you think there tonight?
Yeah, I think we're going to continue really well. It's been a strength of our team for the last season. Particularly, I think the Waratahs are an excellent power team. Our guys have got a really structured line out, and I think perhaps they include some guys that are better around the park straight away. So hopefully we'll be able to take advantage of that.
Few injuries at the moment, unfortunately. However, I guess you'd be pretty inspired with the young pack and their performance so far. Certainly a lot of depth there.
Yeah, you know, there's some young guys. It's funny, you got guys that are, you know, older veterans that are coming back and has a huge motivation trying to, start off the right note. So, I mean, it's exciting to watch those guys, try and show everyone else what they're about, and then have the older guys trying to come back and push for their spot again.
And very quickly, look into that crystal ball for us. The Reds by how many tonight?
I'd like to say a lot, but I think it'll be within 7, but I think we'll take it.
Good on you, Ed. Great to have you up here, having you on with us. Reds TV, Ashlyn Krukellis, who you got there right beside you.
Thank you, Woody. Thank you, Ed. I'm here with Quade Cooper, who I know it must be really hurting you, Quade, not playing there tonight. Queensland, New South Wales, it is always such a strong rivalry. What's the buzz been like around the team this week?
Yeah, all the players are very excited. Anytime you get to play New South Wales in any sport, everybody steps up for it. The whole state gets behind you, and I've had a lot of people messaging me and wishing me luck, and I'm saying, I'm not playing, but just to be part of it, sit on the sidelines and support the boys, and to see that all the players are the same, I'm looking for.
And all
an organised and have trouble raising money for all the amazing work they do. Kids. Is that? But really, all this is just the beginning. There are heaps more little dragons come in. With your generous support, we can start doing even more. So please, the little there. Need it. Right now. And Australia pay George back. Isn't that awesome?
With a great and we have, and it's at this time, but to no matter what happens before, and wanting to
is key in this. They're always top, very physical. Normally, physicality is going to come in. If something that we
And just over 20 minutes away from kickoff. So exciting and pumped up to see former Reds and current player over our shoulder. Fortress.
Yeah.
Oh, you bet.
To move ahead.
Indeed. It's going to be such a... Is it looking down?
Thanks. So I have got the bad task here in the Garden Bar with two Queensland and St. George players. Simmons, big home. The four.
That's for the last end attack to really attack the opposition. But I suppose that's good. And in the next two phases after that set piece has been won, we've got to really get into them big, wide end up.
Who do we see as a real threat in tonight's game?
As I suppose, tight, a lot of running there. He's quite a strong ball runner, gets some pretty handy for if he gets on the front foot, he's pretty hard to stop. So I think our defense will have to be red hot tonight, and go and try and get him turned over before his support gets there.
And Holmesy, one of the elder statesmen of the team of the St. George Reds, mate, you've been watching the guys train this week. Again, they've been training pretty. What's the focus been on? You know, obviously scrum and line out tonight, but you know what's the inside word with tonight's sort of focus?
Yeah, mate. Up against a big Warrior, got to be physical.
Talking tonight, the Waratah pack, we've got a lot of young guys in now. You know, one of them quite intimate. There's guys coming.
Yeah, they're right. Gill's been leading them pretty well, you know. So expect a big game from him, and yeah, Semi Talakai stepped in a top, done a really good job there, and he's a Sydney boy, so I expect him to up and have a big night.
Amesy on the last front. When do we get to see you? When do we get on?
Yeah, mate, the hands come along pretty well. I'll miss next week, and then we have the bye, and then I'm hoping to be back after that. So that's the game plan at this stage.
It's probably as predictable to when I'll be back. Around about that bye or the week after, but it's up to the body really. Stretch nerve is it's one of those hard things to come back from.
I know all about being stretched, being a nerd and a nerve. But listen, ladies and gentlemen, come out here to the Garden Bar. Enjoy a Hahn 3.5. Back to you guys in the studio.
Thank you very much, Fletcher. Leading up to the start of this game, we're around about 20 minutes away from kickoff. Ashland, how great is it to be back at the Fortress where just a fortnight ago, a great result?
Yeah, it certainly was. All the players say it all the time. They always say they love playing here, and then they show it too when you see a game like we saw against the Force 2 weeks ago. So playing in front of the fans really does mean a lot to them. It will help them bounce back from last week's loss, I'm sure of it. So, yeah, they do. Things worked that night against. We saw Nick playing fly half that game, and then Richard Graham's decided to put him there again tonight. So things worked, and I have a feeling things are going to work again tonight.
Indeed, yeah. Great to see him getting rewarded for some great work just a fortnight ago. It's such a 130 year
legendary Queensland coach and administrator Bob Templeton. All the players want it. It does mean a lot to all of them. We heard them saying it before. Quade Cooper, not the game they all.
Yeah, they. Under the great to have had Red Tom at the Fortress as to how we get ready and prepare for such a big game, and tonight, unquestionably, one of the biggest of the year. Very shortly, we'll catch up with former Reds Wallabies great Fletcher Dyson. We'll run through those team changes. Get ready. It's a 6:40 kickoff tonight with the New South Wales Waratahs up against our team, the St. George Queensland Reds.